Hey y'all, this is Marley K. Hope y'all are well. Got two stories that I need to share with you. They're really urgent, and I need you all to understand that time is winding down. I know I sound like a broken clock, and most watchmen and elders and teachers and prophets, like we're all just trying to wake people up and just let them know we don't have much time. And I know we all see differently. I know things are of importance, and some things are more urgent than others, but I cannot impress upon you enough how little time we have left based on all the things that are occurring. If you are paying attention to your phones updating, you're getting all sorts of updates and also sorts of new apps being added to your phone. I hope you are paying attention to the apps. Hope you're going through your applications list, looking and seeing what has changed and what is being added. I hope you are paying attention to your emails because there are lots of policies changing on all sorts of things from your homeowner's insurance, health insurance, auto insurance, um, just using different applications and programs and services. So many things are changing, and all these changes are taking place in June. So I anticipate as we move into this next fiscal quarter, things are going to be happening in June and moving forward as we get closer to November. I don't know if you've been paying attention to the red heifer that was supposed to be sacrificed in Israel, and this alleged Messiah that is over there about to come on the scene. I don't know if this is going to be, who folks are looking for as an antichrist or whatever, but that is going on. I can't say, you know, if it's, I just can't say. I'll just tell you it's something that um, ties into some of the things that we're supposed to be looking for in during the end times, but it's also part of the deception or the delusion. So you need to pay attention to it and understand why it's important, and make sure you're reading your scripture about the building of the, third temple. The White House is planning on declaring a national emergency, a climate emergency. And with this climate emergency and the signing of the pandemic treaty and all this other stuff that's coming along around the same time, it basically means the end of the United States as we know it. And if you have not been paying attention to that movie, or you didn't go see that movie, Civil War 2024, I recommend you go see it because it's giving you a picture of what life will be like. Although it's through the press's lens, it is going to give you another picture, just like Leave the World Behind it, of what is to come. There's a lot of talk about a lot of different viruses and a lot of different things that they being the powers that be, anticipate um, hitting us here in the United States. The things that have been going on with the climate. Today, I don't know why. I went fishing with a friend this morning, and when we were sitting down on the pier, three of those planes, right, one behind the other, rolled across us at the top of us, and they weren't spraying, but it's like they saw people and they were like, "Oh, let's turn on this stuff and spray them." And I showed it to my friend, and he was just kind of Like, oh, well, just another day. And I was like, look at the sky. It's like, the sky is beautiful. No clouds. It's just pretty and blue. I said, by the time everything gets, if we sit out here an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, I said, you'll see these fake clouds come. Sure enough, that's what happened. And I was like, we're like literally sitting out here breathing this crap in. We don't even know what they're spraying on top of us. But that cloud seeding or weather modification or whatever it is that they are doing is creating all these issues all over the world, because when they spray here, it doesn't mean it's going to stay here. It just means the wind is going to take it and blow it someplace else. It's going to go over water. It's going to move, and then wherever they want it to release water, that's where it will release. Seems like they have found a way to do that. But that is going to tie into the wild weather events that we're going to be having over the next year, because they're created. And we got to remember that the adversary has so many tools in his arsenal to deceive people, to harm people. And so it doesn't matter whether it is man made or if it's natural, we still must pay attention to biblical prophecy, and understand that what is happening now is prophetic. It is it was told to us, and we're living it, we are seeing it, and we need to take heed, because these are warnings for the children of Israel and for the Gentiles who cleave unto us. For the heathen, it is just another day, and they will be caught off guard. But what we're trying to do on this channel is keep people from being caught off guard. So we're going to talk about this climate emergency, why it's important. So yesterday, Papa said the White House, or Papa said he was considering declaring a climate emergency in order to crack down on fossil fuels. So discussions of a declaration come amid record high oil production in America. Um, so I'm just going to read you this. It says the White House is once again considering declaring a national climate emergency, a measure which could be used to exert executive power over the fossil fuel industry. Advisors to the president are reportedly resuming discussion of the potential benefits of declaring a climate emergency, according to Bloomberg. So I can't read any more of this, but I just want to show you that they are discussing it. It is very important that we pay attention, because the keyword is keywords are executive order. And that's because when there is an executive order, there are lots of them, but they have to have reasons that some of them can be activated, or the president can reach in and begin to use some of the old executive orders for national emergencies. Well, we need to pay attention to that, because a lot of things that they can do we don't know about. And they've been authorizing all sorts of new legislation and renewing old legislation. So it's vitally important. Now, this story ties into another story. Get off of here, that I found, and it is called India Blooms, in a online magazine called India Blooms. So it says the UN officials launch global campaign to combat climate emergency. So it says top UN officials launched a fresh global campaign to tackle the climate emergency on Tuesday, with social media influencers, indigenous leaders, and corporate giants showing what they've done and what's to come. So listen at this. The Climate Promise 2025 aims to accelerate efforts from the local to international levels to take more ambitious steps to help the global temperature to ensure the global temperature does not heat up beyond the 1.5 degree limit, a goal set with the 2015 Paris Agreement on Climate. UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres said the initiative, driven by the UN Development Program, recognizes an important truth in the climate battle. It's not all doom and gloom. Many countries have the will to take more ambitious steps on climate action, but the world needs to mobilize. The whole world will follow after the beast. The whole world needs to mobilize to ensure there is a way, he said at the Below 1.5 by 2025, the plan launch event. So this is a whole campaign. And so this is why, I've been sharing the stuff that I've been getting with you in my emails about things, specific things happening at a certain period, or policies changing, or different things happening. These people have an agenda and they're going to stay on task. You got to be ready. Our time is short. So it says hosted by actor Ato Esando, Esanda Do. The event featured conversations and pledges for action interspersed with videos aired from around the world, echoing a chorus of calls from the world leaders to join and keep the promise. So the world leaders are already on board with this. Most of the people in these countries don't even know what in the hell is going on, which is scary. But y'all are here and y'all are awakened, and I'm very appreciative. No thanks to YouTube, but I'm very appreciative that y'all make the effort to try to stay awakened. So it says like water for coffee. Business leaders shared their experiences in aligning production practices with the Paris Agreement. A representative from Lavazza in Italy described the UNDP facilitated efforts. How the UNDP facilitated efforts are working towards such achievements as deforestation, free coffee in Ecuador, alongside innovations to come. In addition, indigenous groups from around the world shared their own initiatives, from climate friendly coffee cultivation to raising awareness about mitigation and how to preserve and share traditional knowledge. Catapulting development. The UN chief and the Climate Promise 2025, the UN chief said the Climate Promise 2025 represents the entire UN system coming together. Let me blow it up so you can see. The beast is speaking. The beast said they are coming, the entire UN system is coming together, helping governments rise to the moment, seize the opportunity, and create new national climate plans aligned with the 1.5 limit. UNDP's climate promise has already worked with 128 countries on the last round of national climate plans to increase quality and ambition. Done right, national climate plans double as national investment plans and reinforce national development plans. So in one instance, they're telling you they're trying to sell it to you as national, but in the other hand, they've already told you that all the governments are on board. This is their plan. They are leading it. The world leaders need to come to them. They lead it, and they're helping through local governments and local systems. It's over. We're already in the midst of the New World Order. If you don't understand it, they're basically telling you right now. So it says they can catapult sustainable development, connecting billions to clean power, boosting health, creating clean jobs, and advancing equality. Tackling, here we go, climate chaos. So they're suggesting already the order that they're going to bring and the chaos that we have been looking for. We thought it was going to be war, but it's going to be climate. Well, we knew it was going to be climate, but it's climate. They're telling you. At least it's one of the factors that is going to lead to the order. One of the things that they're going to address. So it says Gutierrez said the need is urgent as this March was the planet's hottest on record, the 10th month of record heat in a row, according to the Copernicus Climate Change Service. What the heck? About to make me say a bad word. Let me see. Who is this person? Because it sounds like some Greek or something. I already know it's going to be some poopy doops. But let's go see. Because y'all know with the devil. Oh, Lord. Look at here. Look at here. Look at here. Oh. Nicholas Copernicus was a Renaissance polymath active as a mathematician, astronomer, and Catholic canon who formulated a model of the universe that placed the sun rather than Earth at its center in all likelihood. Oh boy. Look at here. Copernicus developed his model independently as Aristarchus of Samos, an ancient Greek astronomer who had formulated such a model some 18 centuries earlier. I figured it. So you already see where mm, you know where everything is coming from just by this first paragraph. Um, so I'm gonna move on back to the story. Okay, so we know the Catholic Church is behind this Copernicus climate change service. Um, from Europe to Asia, climate chaos keeps piling up, he said, pointing to record breaking rainstorms in the United Arab Emirates, decimated crops, and withering water supplies in Malawi, Zambia, and Zimbabwe, as well as recent warnings from scientists about global coral bleaching as a result of soaring ocean temperatures. So, what we are seeing is just a preview of the disaster that awaits unless we limit long term rise in global temperature to 1.5 degrees Celsius, he warned. It's make or break for the 1.5 degree limit. The 1.5 degree limit is still possible, but not for long. So now you're getting ready to be shoved into the New World Order because they're getting ready to tell you it's urgent. They can't wait no more. You gonna do what we said do. So they were nice and were helping us a little while ago. Now it's forceful. All countries must play their part. So I'm gonna say it again. All countries, all the kings, all the nations. Everybody is on board. You're not going to be able to opt out, at least not with some discomfort and some pushback, some persecution, Gutierrez said, including the group of G20, which accounts for more around 80% of emissions. We need concrete steps this year to get finance flowing and enable a surge in climate ambition, he said. So I'm going to tell you, let me read between the lines and tell you what he said. He said, this year, chaos is coming and the order will follow. And they're going to take money from us to make it happen. You're not going to have nothing. But when they finish whooping you with this chaos, you're going to be happy for whatever little thing they give you. This is where we are going. He said the G20 must lead the way by submitting robust, ambitious, and comprehensive new national climate plans well ahead of the COP30 and committing to dramatically accelerate fossil fuel phase out. So that means you're going to be without your car sooner. Detailing policies and regulations to provide certainty and predictability to markets, from carbon pricing to fossil fuel subsidies, and increasing financial and technology support to developing countries. The 1.5-degree limit is still possible, but not for long, he said. The United Nations is rallying to support. Please seize the opportunity. Together, let's make the national of climate action plans count. So, with that said, I'm gonna need y'all to. I'm gonna put links to all this stuff in the description so that you can read it for yourself. But I'm putting you on notice. We don't have much time. It's already the end of April, so you got 30 days. Probably a bunch of stuff is gonna happen next month, and then you got hurricane season and stuff coming up in June. So from June to September, they already put out the new um, uh, increased number for the categories for hurricane. They added a category 6 this year. So if they added a category 6 this year and they're calling for climate chaos, I'm anticipating we're going to have some really bad hurricanes, probably warmer waters, because they've been doing stuff with the frequency, with HARP and with CERN, spraying this stuff in the air. So it's going to get bad, y'all. So I'm just really trying to stress you need to be prepared. You do not have long. And I'm going to say it one more time so you'll understand. You do not have long to get everything in order, to get your soul in order, to get your spirit in order, your house. Mentally, emotionally, physically. You need to be working on getting ready. You need to be planting a garden. You need to be storing water. You need to be prepared for lockdowns because that's coming. You need to be prepared for uh, pestilences and plagues because that's coming. You need to be prepared for whatever chaos is coming your way, whether it's war, whether it is job loss. We got to be prepared. So don't think nothing that you're doing today is going to be here tomorrow, because it may not be. It may not be here 6 months from now. You don't know what kind of position you may be in. So while you can, while your money is still good, while the sun is still shining, while you still have a little freedom, please wrap up your loose ends and continue to prep. That's all I got. So please like this video, share it, and subscribe to the channel. Hit that bell notification so that you'll be notified each and every time I upload new content. Follow me on Odyssey, Rumble, Instagram, and on Facebook. The links are in the description. If you'd like to support the channel, my Venmo and my Ko-fi links are at the very bottom of the description box. This is a labor of love. I have no sponsors. I'm shadow banned, and although I do have an opportunity to become a YouTube partner, I don't want to go through the hassle. I don't know if y'all have to watch commercials to watch me now, but I don't want to put nobody through that, so I'm just not doing it. Lastly, keep prepping, keep praying, keep seeking the Most High. Obey those laws, statutes, and commandments. Continue to seek wisdom and knowledge to show yourselves approved. And make sure wherever you do, repent for your sins daily because we don't know what's coming. Continue to try to wake your brothers up, but you don't have much time to do that either. The window is closing, and it's going to be time for us to go up in our houses and shut up. So just be ready. All right, y'all. This is Marla K. Love y'all, and I'm out.